start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a play fake. Lance. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 7-5 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front.
And in for the Lions, touchdown!
Jameson Williams.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Lions put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What's not cool about the gain there on second down, that was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. Raymond. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
2nd and 13. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on first down. Raymond. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Yeah, this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Got a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Williams, a man in motion right. They run again with Walker. Room here to run. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Straight ahead, Walker.
They find some open field here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Steps away. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. 111 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Trey Lance, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-zip. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And Walker once more. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Now this is an example of breaking down the defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Lance now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On play action, Lance. Throw left side, complete. That's McCoy. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A pitch comes to Walker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hey, computer. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on time. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Finding room at midfield, down the left sideline. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Raymond. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got room. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Lance. Walker with a grab, left side. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give to Walker on the read option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 167 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They run the option on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And going right back to Walker. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That pass caught, it's Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He finds McCoy.
but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Trey Lance, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Lance now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Walker with it. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lance. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a quick, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to go down again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So this one